dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up health. Pap smears in midlife still matter for queer women and people with cervixes. Tonight, we are shining a light on a topic that is often overlooked, but deeply relevant to our LGBTQ plus community. This includes queer women, trans men, non-binary individuals with cervixes, and anyone navigating midlife sexuality. The topic? Pap smears after menopause. According to the American Cancer Society, the average age of cervical cancer diagnosis is 50. The National Cancer Institute adds that deaths from the disease are most common between age 55 and 64. Dr. Varsha Manucha, professor of anatomic pathology, emphasizes that women in midlife are at a particularly high risk of being diagnosed with cervical cancer. She explains that screenings offer a chance to catch cancer early, often before symptoms appear. This enables timely intervention and reduces mortality. This is especially important for our community. Many LGBTQ plus individuals face barriers to routine screenings. These barriers include stigma, lack of inclusive care, and misinformation. HPV does not care about age or identity. Pap smears check for abnormal cervical cells, often linked to HPV, the human papillomavirus. Dr. Mindy Goldman, an OB-GYN and chief clinical officer at Midi Health, says, quote, "While most people's immune systems clear the virus on their own, in some cases HPV can persist for years. Pap smears help detect these abnormalities early, before they become cancerous," end quote. Here's another critical point. More than 70% of cervical cancers are caused by high-risk HPV subtypes 16 and 18. These subtypes can persist for years and cause abnormal changes in cervical cells. If you are dating again, have new partners, or have a history of abnormal results, screening is still essential. As per Dr. Samina Rahman, reminds us, quote, "Midlife can be a time of joyful, empowered sexuality, and staying proactive about your health is a vital part of that," end quote. This includes HPV vaccinations, which is still available and often covered for those under 45. It is time to normalize these conversations in the LGBTQ plus community. Staying informed is how we stay strong. You know, you boys all both know that, I'm a cancer survivor, and the reality is that I would not be sitting here right now if it wasn't caught early. I was so lucky, right? And then so cervical cancer, the same. It doesn't check your ID. It doesn't care what you were born or who you or how you identify. It can still go after you. And, especially if you have a history in your family as well. Caught early, this could save your life.
Early detection is key. And that bit about, which is so true, this long history of our community facing barriers to screening and healthcare, and just do it. Find a doctor that you can go to. Again, early detection is key. And as for vaccines, at a time when Rifk is busy making vaccines go away because he's insane, just try to get whatever treatment is necessary. Do what you can to see the right doctor.
You've seen the commercials, okay? HPV, the human papillomavirus, is real, okay? And the vaccines are still available, right? If you're under 45, you can still get that vaccine that could save your life. I mean, it's just, we don't talk about these things, Larry. And the reality is that, yes, we have non-binary folks that, have a cervix. So, we have trans men that are men, 100%. But they have a cervix, and these are things that you need to check out.
Yeah, and we need to encourage, any nonprofits that can supplement the cuts in funding for marginalized folks who don't have access to health care. We need to take away the stigma. There's nothing shameful in getting checked.
Yeah.
And, hopefully they have free screenings that can be offered just the way they do for HIV and many other things.
And like they do for breast cancer screenings as well. As crazy as the world is right now, and every time we turn on the TV, we're being attacked in some way, shape, or form, right? At least for this moment, right, we still have organizations that you can go to. We have LGBTQ plus providers.
Yes.
It means so much when you get to talk to someone that's in community, right? That's not going to ask me, "Are you pregnant?"
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that they know what to ask a gay man, or they know what to ask a non-binary individual. I mean, we are in the times that you can go somewhere and you can go to Can Community Health, you can go to Holy Cross, you can go to SunServe, you can get, told where to go and get the help you need by someone in community.
That's right.
It's so needed.
Again, early detection
is key.
Yes.
And that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.